Yo, welcome back to the Jam Podcast. I'm Miller.
I'm Gav.
And today we are giving you guys our Week 10 predictions. Started off with Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 6 in this one. Who do you have in this one? By the way, I'm down 9 in the predictions. I went down again this week. So I think what it comes down to is just me trusting my gut. Yeah. So I'm just going to trust my gut for the rest of the season. We got 8 more weeks. And just win one game every week.
Right.
One game I get 2, and then 1 week I get 2, and then I'm back in it.
Right.
So yeah, we'll be back. But who do you have in this game?
I have Baltimore.
Okay, I also have Baltimore.
Yeah. If you look at the numbers, Lamar Jackson versus Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's only beat him once. Odds are in his favor to win.
Yeah, I don't think Baltimore is going to take this game lightly, because Cincinnati is a division rival, and Cincinnati is just not as good as a football team right now as Baltimore. So yeah, I got to go with Baltimore in this one. Yeah. It's going to be a good game. It's going to probably come down to the end, but Baltimore will win it. New York at Carolina, 9:30 a.m. in Munich.
I'm gonna take New York.
You want to take New York in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who to take. I mean, I'm going to take New York because I think they are slightly a better team. I think Carolina is not capable of winning 2 games in a row right now. So, I'll go with New York in this one as well.
Yeah.
A game that I don't think anybody will be tuning into.
No.
Another game that I don't think a lot of people will be tuning into, New England at Chicago. If Chicago manages to lose this, they will fire their coach.
Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Chicago. You got to win. I mean, you lose in a bad fashion against Arizona, and then you lose off a Hail Mary and bad coaching that entire game. I expect them to somehow find a way to win this game against New England, who does not put up points.
No, and mathematically, they're not yet eliminated from the NFC playoff race.
Yeah.
So, once again, this is a must-win, obviously, for your playoff hopes and for your locker room, because if you lose this one to the Patriots, their season is going down the drain, and then you're questioning more things than just the coach. You're questioning your quarterback that you drafted over a guy like Jaden Daniels. So, yeah, this is an extremely important game for Chicago, and it's in Chicago, so the pressure is going to be all the more high. So, hopefully they can pull that one out. Next game, we got Buffalo at Indy. Buffalo is favored by 4 in this one. Back? We do not know yet, but I'm still going to go with Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm going to take Buffalo to win this game. Like I said, it's a quarterback thing.
Better quarterback. Yeah. They just have the gap is too wide for them to lose this game. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo on this one. We're not disagreeing on anything so far, which isn't good. But Denver is going to KC. KC's line is 8 in this one.
Don't bet against Mahomes.
Will not bet against Mahomes in this one. I think this might be their first game against Denver. So yeah, it's not gonna go well. The Kansas City might be undefeated this year.
They might,
and they might bench their starters the last 2 weeks, so maybe they get an L there because I know Andy Reid will be the type of coach to do that.
Yeah,
but if it was their choice, they could come out of this undefeated 100%.
But the thing is, if you bench your starters, bro, Carson Wentz could win you 2 games.
No, Carson Wentz could definitely, bro.
Carson Wentz.
People don't know how good Carson Wentz was. Carson Wentz was the best quarterback in the league at a certain point in time. That sounds crazy. No, I'm not gonna lie.
He was the MVP. I wouldn't say he's the best.
He was definitely the best. No, he was the best quarterback.
I wouldn't better than Brady, bro.
Bro, that year he was better than Brady.
But like,
and there's not a lot of years where like I talk about. Like, I've never said that about Mahomes. You never said that about Mahomes. But Tom Brady, there was definitely years where you could say a certain quarterback was better than Tom Brady.
But I don't think
Aaron Rodgers was better than Tom Brady at certain times. Peyton Manning was better than.
Just because he have an MVP season, I'm not willing to just say he's better off that one year.
How good was Cam Newton on his MVP season? Was there who was affecting the game like Cam Newton in his MVP season?
Like, are you taking in a playoff game? Are you taking prime Cam Newton or are you taking prime Tom Brady? Not prime.
No, that's not the. But
not even prime. Not prime.
You're changing the question. I'm changing the question.
That year, regardless.
That year, I'm taking Carson Wentz. With that offense, yes, I'm taking Carson Wentz. If I'm going into the playoffs,
so you're taking him to win the game. That's 2 different conversations.
No. I'm saying if I'm on the Eagles and I'm in that year, I'm keeping Carson Wentz rather than getting Tom Brady. And if I'm on the Patriots that year, I'd rather have Carson Wentz that year. Why is that crazy?
I mean, he was having an MVP season. Like, he was going to be the MVP if he didn't get injured. That's not a question.
Bro.
But, bro, that's like
what could Carson Wentz not do in that? Carson Wentz was a better passer than Cam Newton's MVP year and can still run the football. His touchdown to interceptions.
I didn't say Cam Newton. I said Brady.
But Cam Newton is one of the best MVPs we've ever seen.
But once again, I don't know. Like I've said,
So do you think?
Let's translate it towards like the NBA. It's like Russell Westbrook that 1 year, but like, bro, I'm taking a lot of people.
No, it's not.
I'm taking a lot of people over.
No, Carson Wentz played winning football though. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is what I ask you then, since you have that stance. Was Tom Brady the best quarterback in every year he played?
Bro, probably yes.
Early in his career, when he won.
I don't like. Okay, early, like I don't know, but I'm
because Mahomes, as soon as he stepped on the field, was the best quarterback. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I agree. But
that goes toward the Mahomes GOAT debate campaign.
But I'm saying that the year, what year was Wentz? 20.
He was. I think that was 2017. That was 2017. Yeah. Bro, you don't understand how good Carson Wentz was. That good. There was no quarterback.
Look at the situations like. Gang.
His situation wasn't that perfect either.
Gang, they won the Super Bowl without him. They were that good. Y'all were that good. Y'all were that good.
Look, there's
a lot of quarterbacks who could have put up, like, not a lot, but there's, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You put in Aaron Rodgers instead of Carson Wentz. He put up crazy numbers.
But Nick
Foles,
up
Tom Brady, crazy numbers. Nick Foles. Okay,
this is what I'll give you. We were a better team than the Patriots.
Nick Foles is good, but, bro.
Nick Foles is good.
But he's not a top 10 quarterback ever. Like,
bro, Nick Foles,
right. He was never. You know what I'm saying?
Nick Foles gives you like Joe Flacco vibes. If you
put him not even as good as Joe Flacco though.
In the playoffs. Yeah,
Joe Flacco. Prime Joe Flacco is nice.
Joe Flacco he had more than one run. Yeah, he had a couple games in the playoffs.
Joe Flacco was nice.
Yeah,
Joe Flacco was nice.
All right, but that's a whole different discussion. That was a nice little discussion though. Atlanta at New Orleans. I'm gonna go with Atlanta on this one. Atlanta's schedule is making them worse week by week. Yeah, they need to start playing some top dogs.
I will say New Orleans, whoever's, I guess it's gonna be an interim.
Yeah,
they will have I'm not gonna lie, they could play with a chip on their shoulder. But, I'll still take Atlanta in this one just because
they're just better right now.
They're just bad. I mean, you're not gonna have no Chris Olave. They're just not gonna.
I think Shaheed is still out too, so they don't have the weapons right now
either. Yeah.
San Fran at Tampa Bay. We're gonna see who both of these teams are. It's in Tampa Bay. San Fran is favored by 5.5. Christian McCaffrey came back to practice this week. I'm gonna go with San Fran in this one.
Yeah, especially if he's come back to practice.
I think it's a must win. Still, I mean, you're not leading the division. Arizona is playing good football at this point.
And could the Buccaneers be the best team not in the playoffs?
Because
they're not healthy.
Because they're a good football team.
I mean, you got to think they could have beat Kansas City last night if they have their weapons.
And I proposed this question to you yesterday. Is Baker Mayfield can he win a Super Bowl? And when you break it down, this offense is already kind of complete, so it's tough. I'm not gonna lie. If Baker, I would rather have with the roster currently constructed. Yeah. I like Baker if he was on the Eagles right now. More than Hurts? Yes. I would love to see that. Bro, you're tripping, dude. Nah, I'm really not. Baker is not as good as Hurts, though. And I think he is. But it's he's in that same realm on my rankings. I think, the same realm is okay, and I'll give you that. But what Jalen Hurts can do with his legs and with his legs, of course. He is a top 3 deep ball thrower in this league. Who is? Jalen Hurts. Mahomes, Josh Allen. Is he 3 then? I mean, if you look at statistical how he's throwing the ball and how he's thrown the ball over his career, it helps that you have AJ Brown and Smitty. But I was about to say, I mean, Smitty made a great catch, but there's nowhere else he could have put that football in that situation. I'm not saying he's a bad deep ball thrower. I'm just saying. I don't know. I think people forget about. I mean, Hurts has more good seasons than he has bad. You can't say that about a lot of guys. I feel like. This season, he's coming back to life. It obviously started slow, but he's a guy that he's had a different coordinator every single year of his career. I still don't trust him in the big one or any of that. What are you talking about? You don't trust him in the big one. What made you have that assumption? I don't trust Jalen Hurts over Baker. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. Bro, Jalen. I'm saying there's 6 to 7 quarterbacks I would trust. There's not a quarterback in the NFC I trust more than Jalen Hurts in a big moment. And you can't give me one. Stafford. It doesn't exist. What is bro, Jalen Hurts has played in a Super Bowl. Bro, Matthew Stafford has never played Mahomes in the Super Bowl. That's all I'll say. I mean, I'm just saying Stafford won one. Hey, he did.
And he won it against Burrow.
And if
he won it against Burrow.
If you want to make that argument, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when you really do break it down, when you go to battle, at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is a guy that you do want on your because.
It's just turnover thing. It's just a turnover thing.
And Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts
lost the Super Bowl because of a turnover.
Right. Well, let's not say because
if he don't fumble that ball, I think they win.
But we can do that all day because when Joe Burrow played the Commanders this year, we wanted to talk about how Joe Burrow didn't capitalize on some touchdown opportunities. He only kicked field goals. But Joe Burrow put his team in a position to win that game. If his defense played above average football, then he would have got. And sometimes
that's my only knock on Hurts.
Yeah, but
it's not his throwing. It's not his running. It's really not even. I mean, it's just turnovers.
But he's played 4 straight with no turnovers.
Yeah.
So he's a good quarterback.
He's really good.
He has more evidence.
Who said he's bad?
But he has more evidence of him. And you said you don't trust him in the big moment. I think that's a horrible take because there's not a lot of quarterbacks that I trust more in a big moment than Jalen Hurts.
That's not what I mean. I would say like this. I think Hurts has to have talent around him.
Okay, but once again, who doesn't? Lamar, fair.
Lamar, Burrow, Josh Allen, Mahomes.
Fair. And Burrow,
sometimes
I don't know about Burrow or Stafford because Stafford without his weapons looks just as bad as everybody. And Burrow, we haven't really seen him without his weapons.
Stafford even in Detroit looked good though.
With Calvin Johnson,
the
best receiver.
You're right.
That era.
I'm just saying, like.
So my thing is, you have these game changers, like we said, with Josh Allen and Lamar and those guys, but I think.
The numbers is just completely different.
I do agree with you that Baker's in the same realm because when I look at them as a playoff contender, they're a team that competes with Detroit every time they play football.
Bro, Baker is they
beat Detroit this year, right?
Baker almost knocked out. I know he didn't, but like that, I think it was the game that Mahomes got hurt. Was Baker?
Oh no, he almost beat Mahomes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Baker is.
He wasn't. Mahomes got knocked out, but he almost won that game, and it wasn't because of him that they lost.
No, that's what I'm saying. I really like Baker as a quarterback, and I would love to see them make the playoffs with. Well, is Mike Godwin's out for the year?
Yeah, or not?
See, I
don't think. Oh yeah, Godwin. I think is. But
sucks.
I think for them,
like I hate. Yeah,
injuries obviously hurt, and they still have. They're developing weapons right now. Sterling Shepard is playing great, or he played great yesterday. But for them, it's weird to see a Todd Bowles team that isn't exceeding on the defensive end like you would expect. I mean, obviously Carlton Davis went to Detroit, and they have no DBs there. I just
think, like I said, and it's not like Hurts is on my list. Like I think Hurts,
and you also don't see a lot of quarterbacks that the system is built around them.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hurts. Like I said, I just think. Yeah, there's just nothing that could really move him over those top guys. It's like he's a really good quarterback. Yeah. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. It's just a turnover thing. It's the fumbles, it's the interceptions that I see in some of these games, and it's like, dang, like I think you need to win that. But yeah, when he has AJ Brown, Smitty, Saquon, I mean, I don't know if there's a better trio of 2 wide receivers and a running back. That's why I say like I do wonder what he would do in a situation like San Fran with his weapons hurt because I mean Brock Purdy doesn't look the best this year either.
Yeah, I think he's in the Brock Purdy. I don't think Brock Purdy is on his level, but I think he's in that third tier kind of where if you build a system around them, they can be an excellent quarterback. Because I kind of consider Mahomes, Allen, and
has he
Lamar.
He got paid? Jalen Hurts got paid.
Jalen Hurts got paid. Yeah, he already got paid.
So like
all of these guys are paid. All these guys are paid already. There's no expiring. Like this team is going to be here for a while, and with a young defense, that's what I'm excited about. And we're freelancing right now. We got a couple more games to go, so let's get back on track. Yeah. Pittsburgh at Washington, great one, 1:00 game. I mean, you just love to see a 1:00 game. All right, Washington is favored by 3 in this one. At Washington, who do you have in this one?
Washington.
You have Washington.
Trust the quarterback.
I agree. But I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh in this one.
Okay.
And this is why. I think Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin off a bye.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And I think Washington has been playing a lower level of football as far as their execution as of late. I think Pittsburgh's defense will be able to capitalize on that. I think Marshawn Lattimore, it's not going to be an instant impact type of thing. And they're going to be able to take their shots with Mike Williams and George Pickens over the top on those 2 sorry DBs that they got in Washington, no offense, which is why they got Marshawn Lattimore. If this game was played a week later, I probably would pick Washington. But I feel like the timing adds up for Pittsburgh very well in this one. So I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. And I think that Pittsburgh is a good team. We say Because for both of us, it's like I feel like we both think Pittsburgh isn't very great.
No, they're good at every position. It's just, once again, it's going to come down to when I'm picking my playoff predictions. Yeah. I'm not taking right now Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, who's ever playing, over Lamar, over Mahomes, over Josh Allen.
But what I will say is that when we've seen the highest version of Russell Wilson, you can make an argument that he's as good as every single one of those guys. And I'm not saying he's there because he's damn sure not.
He's not right now.
But if he's playing great football and he's executing, he's a gamer. And we love gamers around here, guys. The guys that step up to the plate. So
and that's what I think Baker Mayfield is. He's a gamer. He's a winner.
Yeah, that's what I think Jalen Hurts is as well.
Yeah.
Because so they honestly, all three quarterbacks are kind of on the shorter side. All gunslingers, all come out of the play action kind of set. It's the difference between Jalen Hurts and Russell and Baker is that the first two can run a little bit more. But Minnesota at Jacksonville. This is a 1:00 game. Minnesota is favored by 4 points in this one. Who do you have winning this game?
Minnesota. Jacksonville's not good.
I would be extremely tempted to take this if Jacksonville had any type of receiver talent right now. I mean, I don't think their skilled players are performing up to par with who they are as a team.
Yeah. I think Minnesota now, after taking 2 losses, they might have been questioning, hearing stuff in the media about that kind of I think they're right back on track now.
I do still want to see a game from Minnesota that really solidifies them once again.
Yeah.
Because they set the bar high early, and they definitely have not performed up to that standard. I think the game against Indianapolis was not lucky, but
it wasn't dominant.
It wasn't how dominant you wanted, at all. Yeah. So I do want to see them bounce back. Tennessee at the Chargers.
Chargers
are favored by the Chargers is playing too good right now.
Yeah,
and they're a better football team.
Tennessee's not good.
There's not a lot to say about that one. Chargers are messing around, and they're going to end up. I don't know what their record is right now, but they're going to mess around and be a good football team.
Yeah.
Philly at Dallas. I'm going with Philly in this one.
Philly.
I can't wait, boy. Y'all gonna hear a lot from me after we win this game. I don't care if Dak Prescott isn't playing, CeeDee Lamb isn't playing, Micah Parsons isn't playing. It's Cowboy week. So yeah. Just tune in. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of highlights this week too. New York at Arizona. The Jets at Arizona. Arizona is favored by 1.5 in this one. This is definitely a game.
I'm taking the Jets.
You're taking the Jets?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's so tough. The Jets have showed us who they are.
Yep.
Arizona is tricky because I don't really like their pass or their offensive line either, but they're playing great football. I'm gonna go with the Jets again. Cool. I've picked the Jets for 7 straight weeks, and I'm probably 1-5 on those picks. The only one I won was last week.
Yeah.
I think you might be in the same boat, kind of, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets in this one. I just feel the Cardinals are bound for a loss, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like they're not slipping by. They're playing above their caliber, but they're not that great of a football team, in my opinion.
No, I don't think so.
Sunday Night Football, we got a great one. Detroit at Houston. We'll see if Nico Collins comes back. If Nico Collins comes back, that obviously plays a huge part.
Yeah.
But if Nico Collins comes back, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Yeah, I'm going with Detroit.
I think Zadarius Smith. This would have been different if they didn't just trade for Zadarius Smith. But I mean, who's blocking for CJ Stroud right now? Now, if Nico does come, actually, this is tough. Because Detroit isn't going to win every game, right, for the rest of the season. But that's what you think about with the Chiefs. Like, which games are these teams going to lose? Or is Detroit going to lose to Minnesota?
Houston hasn't convinced me anything in the past 5 weeks.
Absolutely, Houston hasn't convinced me of anything either.
4.
But right now they're blessed with the opportunity to show who they are. And honestly, how bad their season has been going up to their standards.
They had a gifted win, I feel like, because of bad coaching by the Bills against the Bills.
That wasn't gift. They would have lost that regardless.
Should have went to overtime.
They were dominating them though.
Should have went to overtime. It was 20-20, and you're on the goal line. They were in 3 straight pass plays.
But my thing is, if you run it and they have those 3 times, I don't get what people's logic was with that, because if you ran it 3 straight times,
bro, it's just the fact that you passed it and it was like 3 straight deep balls. Like you didn't even get a yard. Yeah, no, it was.
I think the play calling was worse than the actual fact that they ran or passed it, because if you run it every time, you're not going to punt it that far to where CJ Stroud isn't going to be able to get in
but
field goal
at least if you get 5 yards, you get a better punting situation.
I agree.
And like you just, I mean, if you would have had 5 more yards,
but I'm not gonna chalk that up as they almost should have lost this game. I think Houston dominated this game from start to finish. That Josh Allen was 9 for 30 in that game,
and they still like I don't know.
I mean,
like I said, I don't
second half breakdown.
The Houston's not ever since Nico Collins went down. I've not been
right, and that's why. Okay,
that's my point because Nico Collins went down in that game, and the moment Nico Collins went down,
if Nico plays, I'm taking the Texans. If he does not play, I'm taking the Lions.
All right, I'm taking Lions.
Is that fair?
I'm taking Lions regardless.
Okay. Miami at Los Angeles, Monday night. Rams are favored by 2.5 in this one. This is definitely an interesting game.
Miami at Los Angeles.
Yeah, this could be. You try to think of
is Puka and Cup?
Puka's gonna play. He just got a free bye week and they still won. That low key blessed him with that ejection in a way. Cup is gonna play. I think I gotta go with the Rams.
Yeah, give me Rams. Weapons.
Yeah.
Stafford with his weapons.
Yeah, he got his weapons on a Monday night in SoFi Stadium. By the way, important game in the next coming weeks. The Eagles play the Rams at Sunday Night Football. I feel like that's one of the most important games of the season because we're gonna see those are the second and third best teams in the NFC in my opinion. But yeah. That's it. How many games did we just disagree on? Just Pittsburgh?
3.
Oh, we disagreed on 3? Oh, Pittsburgh, Houston, and
Arizona. And, no.
I picked the Jets.
3. I remember it was 3.
Trying to look.
You picked Houston if they have Nico.
Oh yeah, that was the only one. It was Houston if they have Nico, and then it was Pittsburgh and Washington. Because we picked Philly, we picked the Jets, we picked Chargers.
What is this, NFL week what?
NFL week 10.
NFL week 10.
We got Tampa Bay. We both picked San Fran. We both picked Atlanta. We both picked Kansas City. We both picked Buffalo. We both picked Chicago. We both picked New York. We both picked Boston. Yeah. Okay, so I got room to move up to this week, if I'm right.
Yeah, and then if Nico plays, you only got room to move up 1. I mean, if he don't play.
Imagine like it's...
You said if Nico don't play, you got the Lions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
think he will.
Imagine it's like week 17. Yeah, they said he was aiming to return this week.
Yeah,
bro. If he gets to play, I'm gonna be so excited for this game because
it's gonna be a good bump.
Yeah, we're gonna see who Houston, how much of an impact Nico really has as well. And I feel like this is a lot of time. Houston is blessed that they played on Thursday night.
He plays a really good game and they win this game. Nico might be in my top 5.
Nico's probably already top 5.
Bro, he's that.
Just because of the connection they have, they figured it out over there. It's like it's automatic. He has found a way to just make work back in the play when CJ escapes. It's beautiful to watch. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.